Okay, so leaving the Safeway gas station after the attendant filled up my tank. Well, not completely. So I got problems with filling up the tank. The tank wants to cut the gas nozzle out when you want to lock it and just step away or something. You constantly have to fight the gas thing, and I don't know if what that could be a sign of for issues. This is an hour drive. And I'll find out how low my brake fluid is on this drive, maybe. I still haven't checked that. So lazy and irresponsible of me. Okay, I believe I should be able to get on the highway around here somewhere. I want to go, yeah, there's a sign for Grande. I'm going for that, because the back road doesn't really work very well for getting to Grande. And then this is just a straightaway drive for an hour to Grande. There's a lot of cars in the way. Alright, so now I'm on the highway. It's just a straightaway drive up a pretty steep hill here. Just climbing this hill. It's hard to pick up speed when you climb those hills. Well, there's a yellow building again. Never figured out what that was. Hitting 40 miles an hour. That bus has better torque than me. Oh, I think I'm still going up a hill. Still climbing like a jet. Like I'm launching into the air. It's quite a climb. Somebody threw their Christmas tree off the side of the road. The only tree you see from here at this moment, well, okay, there's others. The closest tree. Yeah, Umatilla County Historical Society Museum. Well, I stopped there, and they said they're not open till February. I'm not interested in waiting around for them to open. Red Lion Hotel, is that what I was looking at from the ground? I thought I was looking at Shiloh. Shiloh hotels seem to love the scenic looks. Overlooking something, overlooking oceans or a big cliff or a mountain or something. It's like Shiloh's specialty for their location. Choose the dangerous scenic areas that you can overlook. Alright, so 65. I'll just try to maintain between 60 and 65 or so. For an hour's drive, a boring hour's drive. There's a food bank that's open. I'd like to check out. That is open between like 9 and 12. 49 miles. What a long distance. I'd much rather go slow. If I had like a horse and buggy or something, I'd certainly take my time. I wouldn't even worry about having to record anything. Just refuel on the way, let the horse eat or even an oxen. Seemed like oxen, Umatilla Indian Reservation. Seemed like oxen were pretty popular for travel. Not so much the horse. Yeah, there's just, you can see miles and miles of open lands. It's a lot of brown open lands, and it's hard to say. I think it's farmland, just open farm fields. No real building structures. Plenty of fences though. They've definitely fenced off their areas well. Keep off median, okay. Oh, there's a house. They got some horse gates up. I should be passing through some cities. Damascus Licks Cultural Institute. And this is in the Indian Reservation. You know, when I started my car this morning, it's made a little whistle sound, a little wheezing. I think that means maybe the air filter is a little clogged up from that dirt road I drove on. My car is very dirty. In fact, when I went to gas up, two of the attendants wiped down my windshields really good with the squeegee and stuff. They saw how dirty my car was. But a lot of the moisture's in the inside of the windshields, the windows, and then a lot of the dirt is just on the outside of my car. I'm probably carrying like a pound's worth of dirt on my car right now. I really picked up a lot of dirty dustiness on my car from that dirt road, and I didn't see any clouds of dust get thrown up in the air either. Everything was pretty wet, but I still managed to get a lot of dirt and grime on my car. Just now waiting for a good rain to knock it off. Chain up area ahead. So now I'm just I had a good carry chains right now. 'Tis the season for chains. I had a good sleep last night. It wasn't too cold, wasn't too hot. McDonald's off to the left. And yeah, I took off. Probably I'm leaving. It's probably 8:30 right now. It's pretty early. I wanted to beat the sun as best I can, but it looks like it's a non-issue really. Heading east directly into the sun. All these clouds, and it was foggy last night with the air stagnation. And yeah, it's chain up area. So some area you pull over and chain up. Yeah, when people drive through Pendleton, you can really hear that sound of them driving on rocks. Just hang out in the Walmart parking lot, you can hear cars, and it sounds like they're driving on rocks, like seashells or something. It's just a little popping, you know, like when you're cooking something. It's got that grist, that sound, that sizzle. You hear a sizzle when people drive by. I never really heard that in a Walmart parking lot so much as I did in Pendleton. And you hear it all over in Pendleton. I don't think it's unique to Pendleton. all those rocks in the road, that sizzle sound. But it's definitely noticeable. There's a lot of rocks. And I get a little concerned about that with, well, it's not a big concern. It's a different sound of a city because of the land features. So the fog looks to be lifting a little bit. You see snow on the mountains. These roads are going to be a lot safer. Those dirt roads are dangerous. Do not pass snowplows. Oh, it turns into 3 lanes. And I'm going uphill still. I kind of feel a little pressure on my ears too. The further inland I go, I think that it's going to be rising, and I'll be rising higher above the sea level. That would explain why it gets a little bit colder in these parts. It's because it's a higher elevation. The further inland I go, not exactly sure. If I ran my GPS, that would tell me my elevation. Why this splits into 3 lanes, I don't know. Truck right 2 lanes only. Really? So it's 2 lanes for the truck. Whoa, am I slipping? There's a lot of sand on the road. A lot of rocks. Viewpoint 2 miles. Really? So even this is supposed to be kind of scenic. Okay, so yeah, they're really trying to run around the mountains and stay in valleys. 45 for a nice sharp turn to stay in the valley as best as possible. You can see they cut into. Did I slide a little bit? Felt like I slid. This car is struggling. 45 miles an hour. A little frosty on the road. The road's a little frosty. I do feel sliding. I see the frost. I'm sensing some danger. My car's slowing down. But I think I can maintain this top gear still. Because, even though my RPMs are dropping, I'm still climbing. Yeah. If this gets any steeper, I'll need to shift down one and give it more gas. Really climbing, really fighting against this incline. Not sure if it follows with any major declines or not. Trucks, right 2 lanes only. I wonder if that's a legal thing too. Trucks right, 2 lanes only. I'll move to the left. Yeah, still climbing up. Still climbing a mountain. See, they don't have to cut in as high on this mountain, but they definitely cut through it pretty good. And then they had to put fence or something on the sides for the falling rock. Another chain up area. So when you see chain up area, that means there's more climbing to do. It's getting colder. There's a lot of snow. Yeah, the elevation's going up. We got a car catching up to me. I don't really feel the cold, but my windows are all up, and yeah, I didn't really notice a major difference in temperature in the Grande. I didn't see that. Just the viewpoint. Okay. Wonder if I should shift down. For 40 miles an hour at 2,000. Well, it doesn't look too bad now. Through the frost area. Alright, back in the highest gear. It looks like it's flattening out. I'm kind of on the top of the mountain. So that's why there's a view area, because you get to the top of the mountain, and yeah, it looks like I can look down on things a little bit. So now after all that climbing, that truck, those trucks, I wonder if they got their lights flashing. I wonder why that is. Got that tough truck who can handle this no problem. By all means. Yeah, it's getting lighter out. I have my screen on my iPod set at the lowest setting, so now it's harder to see my screen. Not sure how much time has passed. Whoa. Yeah, that's a lot of climbing. It feels like I'm almost spinning out a little bit too. You don't... Okay. Shift back down. I'm at 35 miles an hour practically. I have to shift down in gears just to get a little power back. Now I'm able to pick it up past 2,000. Go back to the highest gear. Back to struggling. Still climbing. Oh man. And I have to be cautious because the road feels very slippery. It feels very dangerous. It's almost as bad as the dirt roads. Well, it looks like it's a straightaway, but it can be fooling. I think I'm still going up an incline, climbing further higher. Just a gradual incline here. Thanks to the road crew for trying to smooth it out as best they can. Got vehicles driving by, throwing rocks on my windshield. Wow. That's no fun. Stuck at 40 miles an hour. It's not exactly easy to pick up the speed with a weak engine with little torque like this, especially going up an incline. Yeah, these semi-trucks are struggling with it. Maybe they got full loads. Poverty Flat Road, Old Immigrant Hill Road. No, I thought this was supposed to be Old Oregon Trail or something like that. Maybe that's an intersection. So they had to really cut into this mountain, and you can see it's just all rock. Yeah, I gotta be cautious. This road just feels loose. Yeah, nobody lives around here. Just wide open territory. More trees though. More trees are showing themselves around here. Just like when I was on that dirt road, more trees were becoming visible. That's lovely. That's great. Getting away from that, possibly the rain shadow then. The rain shadow effect is weakening. So moisture increases and picks up throughout here. Yeah, there's quite a few more trees. I'm still climbing. I'm still going up an incline here. So I'm gonna guess that the city Grande is probably at a higher elevation than Pendleton in some ways. Still climbing. Very gradual. There's probably got to be a drop at some point, but there's lots of snow on the ground, sticking, and in patches though. It depends on how the sun hits the ground, I think. Some spots hit the ground better. All right, so it feels like it's. Alright, it's leveling out now, and I'm able to pick up speed with a little more ease. Hitting 55. Yeah, that was quite a struggle. That'd be some good exercise on a bicycle. But you couldn't take a bicycle on this. I wonder what the law is like for bicycling on this. because any back roads are like way off course. Could do the dirt road, but that is, you couldn't bicycle on it, you'd have to walk. A rest area, I'm not too interested in that. It's interesting, I could sleep there, but I'm not too interested. Snow zone. So, yeah, 20 minutes I think in. I think I might try to push the time on this one video for 60 minutes. It seems like I can handle it. That guy's got a bunch of hay. So yeah, this area you could pick up quite a lot of hay and chop down a lot of trees. It's a little bit more of a farmable territory. I guess, you know, I did climb a mountain there. It's a very gradual mountain. Don't litter, because it's a $6,250 fine. Wow. They keep increasing that. That's like a jackpot for the government if they catch somebody. $6,250. That's like, man, that's like 12 times more than the money I got. CR England trucks always get my attention now. It's because I think of how corrupt that system is. How corrupt it seems from what I've learned about it. I just think, wow, what a sucker. I know when they go training, they train in Salt Lake City, Utah. No, get off the road! I don't need a splattered crow on my car. Yeah, it's fenced off territory. Just gotta drive on through. Pioneers didn't have to worry about driving on through this. Dead Man Pass. Oh, great. It just doesn't feel very adventurous on this highway. Kind of boring, long drive. I hate these long drives. There's certainly got to be a lot of wildlife around here, because I saw a lot of wildlife on the dirt roads. Turkeys and deer. And there's quite a few quail in the desert. I'm sure there's quite a few in the woods too. The woods is a little sparse. It's not so thick. But I mean, it doesn't look thick because of the snow now in the winter. You got a lot of leaves down on the ground, a lot of bushes lost their leaves. Yeah, it's got bathrooms, that rest area and everything. Yeah, you could hang out there. If they had internet, I'd be interested. Well, and electricity too. Okay, it's a little rocky around here. There's a lot of snow on the ground. They had to deal with a lot of snowfall throughout here. And I'm passing a lot of trucks. Well, 3. At 65. And that's the speed limit, it says. Trucks go 55. Not a lot of cars on the road. In fact, I don't see any cars on the road. It's just me and trucks. So there's a truck transporting a horse trailer. Do not pass snow plows. So they got a snowing issue around here. They got to have snow plows out. I'm feeling a little cold on my feet. So I guess leaving Pendleton, going further this way, it's gonna be a little colder, but yeah, it should be a little more manageable. It's gonna be a little bit colder, but more manageable. It's not gonna be like a few days ago. so I don't have to jump really fast out of here. I don't have to worry about dying. I can handle that. I can handle that 12 degrees. But if there was any kind of emergency cold, like, you know, negative 30 or negative, even close to 0, I'd want to jump really. I'd want to jump a long distance. But I'm trying to slow that down because I got just a little bit of money trickling in at a very, very slow pace. And I have to like wait out that money. I have to like give it time, give it days. Even though I'm kind of blowing that money on eating a little bit too. The slower I move, the less gas I burn, the longer I can give that just little bit of money to develop. I used to have a plan where I thought, you know, I'd sell my house, make that $60,000 on my house, and then put it in an awesome investment, and then just kind of live off of that investment, you know, maybe $200 a month. I didn't go homeless soon enough to stop my catastrophic financial free fall, my loss, leaving the Indian reservation. I didn't do enough to stop my loss. You know, if I would have eaten fish a lot sooner, I think my heart condition would have dissipated quicker. I wouldn't have grown so dependent on magnets. I love magnet therapy. I think fish would have been it. I think I was suffering a vitamin deficiency. Because my heart issues are just non-existent now ever since I started eating sardines. So I was going to live on my investments. I figured with Prosper.com, maybe $200 a month, live really cheap, just kind of live like I'm retired or something. But that money ran through a lot faster. And then I thought, what the heck, I'm not going to live forever. I'll blow it on a nice new computer for computer gaming, playing World of Warcraft. And then, yeah, that computer's no longer working. Short-circuited somehow. And yeah, I'm just kind of at a loss. So now I'm living the triple-digit figures with triple-digit savings and single-digit earnings. And yeah, it's really catastrophic, especially with how the economy kind of forces us to live a certain way. I'm having a lot of difficulty meeting that standard. If I had to live the standard of the pioneer, I'd probably be living pretty good. I'd probably be middle class easily, but especially with this car, having a car, it'd be like upper class. But I'd definitely be interested in a horse, buggy, and gun. Just like what the pioneers had. And a fishing rod, although I'd probably be more interested in trapping fish than using a sport fishing rod. Be more practical about catching fish than sporty. 26 miles to Grande, 70 miles to Baker City. I think Baker's the next one after Grande that has a library. That's another big jump. So these are some big jumps throughout here. It really forces me to sit down and drive. It's really annoying. not enthused at all about driving. 30 minutes in? 30 minutes of driving. Still a long ways to go. Not skipping any libraries. Well, I might be skipping one. Now this one in Grande, it looks like it has good hours. I'm gonna just go straight to that library and hang out all day. Because I got Walmart, so I can rely on. I can fall back on Walmart. Well, I gotta check out that food bank though. So when I get to the library, I wanna figure out how to get to the food bank, and I wanna walk there because it's not too far. So maybe what I'll do is transfer the information from this iPod to the laptop, and then walk to the food bank. No parking except while chaining. Don't litter, max fine $62.50. Maybe there's a dot. Maybe it's $62.50. That would be a little more reasonable. Maybe they're trying to figure like what the most expensive thing you could throw out as garbage could be. Something you could throw out your window, like a bag of garbage. What's the most expensive bag of garbage you could throw out? Something worth $6,250. What would that be made of? Are they using practical reasoning? Oh man, I'm still climbing again. I never really felt any declines, and now after all that flatness, now I'm back on an incline. So Grande is really looking to be at a higher elevation as they get further east in Oregon. Further east and further higher and higher elevation. Climbing these hills. Hills that turn into mountains, I guess. And that explains why it's colder. You see all this snow on the ground that sticks? It's colder, yeah. Oh, now my car's struggling. Struggling to climb this. Gosh darn. So, yeah, this definitely explains why it's colder. I was wondering why. I was definitely curious what the issue was. Why was it colder going slightly further south by 5 degrees? So I could probably make that comparison on when I get to Grande, check the weather in Grande, check the weather in Pendleton. They look to be about the same, but it may be a little colder in Grande. I feel it in my feet just a little bit. I have 2 pairs of socks on. One is fleece, and I'm feeling a little extra cold in my feet. So it's a little chillier. It's not like I was going to complain about any Pendleton heat waves. It wasn't really getting hot at all in Pendleton. It was maintaining. It was at that melting temperature, or a borderline melting. Now we're just getting back to straight up freezing. Where the snow is pretty thick. I actually turned down my heater. I might want to turn up my heater again. It's getting chilly. It's cooling down enough, and I'm having difficulty changing my vents. Like I can't. It doesn't want to open up the option for blowing hot air at my feet anymore. There's something stuck in the vent, so I got to just stick with the vent that hits the windshield. Summit Blue Mountains, elevation 4,193 feet above sea level. So that's significant. Over 4,000 feet above sea level here. Is that what they're saying? That, I mean, the road sign wouldn't say that somewhere else has that kind of elevation. The road sign tries to stick with information that's relevant to the road. So I'm going to assume that I'm at over 4,000. Oh, we're starting to go down now. So that was a summit, now we're going down. And it's pretty steep. I could probably ride this. Get on the other lane, and I'm losing momentum. Looks like it's straightening out anyway. Okay. Alright, so get back up to 65. Summit Road in a mile. Mount Emily. And then just lost the white. Okay, they did some weird road repair. Just want to ready my iPad. Okay, yeah, get on the map. No, not Baker City. Okay, Grande. Alright. Okay, I gotta pass through Perry. Exit 259, I think. I want to get on Highway 30. Somebody ran into that sign, I think. That was exit 243. Alright, that got knocked down. Some dude had to make a last minute turn. And I'm looking for 259. So from 243 to 259. Entering Union County after exit 249. Union County, still in Oregon, I believe. Oh, the truck's gonna... Okay, I gotta hurry up so I can see that sign. Grande at 17 miles. Boise, 191. Yeah, I'm definitely heading in the direction of Boise, Idaho. I'm not excited about getting in the city. I'd stay on the outskirts, try to bicycle in, maybe. What's the capital of Idaho? I have to find out. See if there's anything interesting. Vietnam Veteran Memorial Highway. Alright, I'm going 70 right now. It's a little faster than I care to go. Although for videos purposes, I shouldn't even worry about the video. Just let it run out until it dies, until it runs out of space. It'll just automatically cuts out. But if I hurry, then I won't have to worry about that. Oh man, that truck's gonna block the sign. I can't see the sign. Oh wait, there it is. Wallowa Whitman National Forest. Okay. And I think it's 250, exit 259. Still a pretty good distance away, and that snow is pretty thick. I'm heading up in an incline slightly, I believe. Although it's pretty flat right now. My car's not struggling. Uh-oh. What's that sign? It looks like it's dangerous. It looks like one of those decline signs. Oh no. Oh no. For 1.5 miles, it's going to be just straight drop. Alright, I shifted out of gears because I saw that sign. It's a heck of a drop here. So now I'm riding the brake. Yeah, I didn't catch how long it was. It's a warning for trucks. 6% grade is the worst they want to make it for driving, especially on highways. Any worse than that, and it's a struggle. This is kind of a struggle. Exit 248, Spring Circle Road. It's getting rather warm now. My feet are cold, but my body's warm. Alright, I'm picking up above 70 miles. Picking up, but it looks like it's flattening out, so I really don't feel like I need to ride the brake. It'll flatten out at 75 miles an hour, just dropping. Chain up area 1 mile. Alright, now I'm dropping in speed. 65. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty warm. Spring Circle Road, exit 248. I need like 259, I think. Still dropping, so it's a lower elevation. Slightly lower elevation. Not by much, but that was a pretty good drop. Some kind of a shack. Haven't seen many buildings on the side of the road. Oh, okay, it's a shack for the snowplows and stuff. No parking except while chaining. So it's a lot of trees. Probably second growth. Grande 12 miles, so that's a little more reasonable. 12 miles is a little more comfortable distance. Hate making big jumps. Oh man, another 6% of 5%? Okay. And then, so I'll probably zoom past these trucks. So, get on the other lane. Oh, that guy's getting on the other lane. You don't want to mess around with those gas trucks. You don't want to have any accidents around them, so I have to hit the brake a little bit. Willa Tran Incorporated. Okay, he's gotten out of the way. Kind of let that drop happen. Oh, he threw a rock at me. Another rock. He's throwing rocks at me. I'm just letting the car coast at this point, and I'm not really picking up speed. It's just maintaining steady 60. Slowly passing. If I start slowing down, I'll have to hit the gas. But I'm coasting. Alright. Oh, windshield's getting all dirty. It's wet and grimy around here. 240, exit 252. Well, I'm getting very close now. Still dropping. Wow, still dropping in elevation. Considerable. Maybe, yeah, Grande did look on the map like it wasn't a lower elevation, now that I think about it. It was this wide open plain area. A lot of cities settle in those wide open plain areas in between the mountains. They look for wide swaths of flat land. Or maybe they had to flatten it themselves, I don't know. Was it naturally all flat in those city areas, or did they do a lot of work flattening it? They definitely had to do a lot of work for the roads, smoothing out things, cutting into the mountains. Exit 252. Now, 60 miles an hour and you can topple over, huh? So I gotta slow down to 60, it suggests. Alright, so exit 259. So where is that? So yeah, I'm down in lower elevation. You can see the hills overlooking the area. There's a river to the right. Have I been on this road? That's familiar. Being next to rivers like that. My butt is losing circulation. 8 miles into Grande. I gotta take that first exit regardless. 259 should be that first exit. You can see that there was some landslide action, trees. I don't know if they do any logging around here. Landslide. This area is at risk of landslides. Yeah, it looks like it could be. Not exactly wide open territory now. I'm looking definitely in a valley. The river is almost on the same level as the road. Trees are able to grow on these hills. Wow, it looks really amazing. I'd definitely love to hike up those hills. They're at a perfect angle for hiking for that. For getting a good leg workout. Where you almost have to like touch the ground to move forward a little bit, but not quite. You're at that angle. Good steepness to these hills. You don't quite have to climb, but it's not exactly a comfortable walk. Those are the perfect hills. Not great for trying to transport anything. It's only good for carrying your own body weight, pretty much. That's a body weight exercise. Okay, hitting a hard corner here. And I got so much garbage in my car that it shifted things. That's always a threat, to have things shift onto me. Shift onto my stick shift. Yeah, I could get into the right lane. Exit 256. No. I want 259. It's a bridge. Must be for, what is it, the river? Grande River. Perry? What? I guess Perry's not too far from Grande. No libraries there. Wow, some rocky hills. Hills made up entirely of rock. That's why they stay so steady and strong. I wonder how many dinosaur bones are buried in them hills. How many fossils you can uncover. Take a lot of effort to find. That truck was really riding its brakes hard. I suppose, you know, I'm feeling the road's feeling a little wavy. I could understand. I'll take caution with that truck. The road feels kind of weird. And a lot of times I question, is it my car or is it the road? Happens so much. Well, the roads are a little smoother and cleaner, like a street sweeper went through here or something. There is definitely less snow on the ground. I'm at a lower elevation, so the snow doesn't stick quite as well. Alright, I gotta turn here at some point. Bypass photo enforced. Speed limit 65. Something feels weird in this drive. Pre-clearance site. Grande next 3 exits. Oh man, this is where I make wrong turns. I pretty much stay on 30. Exit 259. So that 259 is probably the next exit. Just looking at Google Maps here. Exit 259. Alright, so Safeway. They got a map, they drew a map. Okay, I see 30 kind of cuts. 30 must get kind of busy, so people have a choice. City center, yeah, that's kind of my turn. Okay, this is 259. I'm making this turn. Okay, alright, yeah, it kind of hits. Alright, boom, you're on it. Don't really have to slow down, huh? 55. Yeah, well, no, I don't know what the speed limit is. Alright, so watch for deer. Got it. I'm slowing down to 45 since I don't know. So I'm on 30, and I go a little bit of a ways. It turns into Adams Avenue. And then I want to take a left on Grande Baker. Alright, yeah, 45 here. I figured it felt like a safe kind of drive, safe kind of speed. Historical marker where you can overlook stuff. Kind of a windy street. Entering Grande's. Okay, they got this historical marker, a sign. Something I'd bicycle to if I could. Slow, 35. Okay. $35, and so I got my iPad on. 25. I want to take a left on Grande Baker Highway, which is pretty much just stay on this highway. So I have no reason to turn off this major road, which gets all windy and confusing. But yeah, the Cook Memorial Library is on the left-hand side after 3rd Street. I could turn off my iPad because now I count. It's on the left after 3rd Street. 20 miles an hour through here. See a squirrel. 3rd Street, and then yeah, how much time has passed? 54 minutes, and this video is still going. On the left at 3rd Street, I got Fairgrounds. You take a left for. Looks like my car is gonna make it. Just a few miles, or a mile or two, at 20 miles an hour. Okay, 3rd Street. Holy crap! This is probably the library right here on the left. If it's not, regardless, yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. This is it. This is the library. So now I just want to get in there. Just want to get into that library. It's kind of busy around here. Alright, park somewhere. Oh no, is there time limits? There's signs. 5-minute parking. 2-hour parking. Oh no. City vehicles only for that spot. Community room? Oh, there's no time limit set for this library. But library somewhere. I'll just try to stay out of people's way as best I can. Maybe try this little spot right here. People are looking cold around here.